Hey guys, it's Tracy. I want to share with you a baby mini album that I had made, and I had started this on September the 1st, and for the most part it was pretty much done, but I just wasn't able to get back to it until yesterday, and the only thing I had to do yesterday was to make some clear acetate templates that I like to provide to the recipient so they can use it for sizing their pictures. And also there was one, I think it was section page 5. It just needed some matting done. So basically it was done. So I want to share with you guys the project, and I want to show you first the um, what are these products that I used. So I used these little clear epoxy, like word, whatever you want to call these things. What are they called? Thought stickers, epoxy thought stickers. And I used a couple of those. And I got those a while back from Big Lots. They were $1.25. Then I had picked up some of this cardstock from Michael's. And that's the base of my album. And this is the collection that I used. And I will put a link to the tutorial I followed, which was Sheryl's tutorial for her 6x6 mini, and she's known as Gemzisle here on YouTube. I also used, where is it? I just used some brown ribbon that I had in my stash. I used some brown cardstocks, and I believe some green and blue cardstock that I had in my stash. Let me grab something else too. I forgot to get it. Seems like it never fails. I keep hitting do that. Then I had gotten this canvas from Scrapbook, which is no longer in business. I got that canvas. I used a piece of that canvas sheet. Then I also used this, well, it's called Heat and Bond. It's light heat and bond. And they have some that's not light, but this is all that I had in my stash because I'll explain to you why I had to use this. But I was scrambling trying to fix something. So, and this stuff, my gosh, guys, this stuff is, ooh, I'm going to say it's got to be at least 15 to 17 years old. When I was doing a lot of crafting when I was home and my daughter was in kindergarten and first grade. So, and then after that I had to go back to work. But yeah, that stuff is really old. So let me show you guys my album. And thanks, Sheryl, for your tutorial. It was great. I was able to actually type it up as I was writing this stuff down. So here is my album. And I think Sheryl used the same collection too, but this album was totally supposed to look more like Sheryl's album. I was going to have that little turtle in the front like she did. Let me show you what the piece of that looks like. Let's find it. Yeah, see the corner of it, this whole piece was supposed to be on the front. As you can still see the edge part of it there. But what happened is once I got the whole album together, I said, oh, well, let me put some Mod Podge on it so that it wouldn't get so dirty. Well, what did I do that for? It made that paper buckle on it, and thank goodness I only started with the front piece, and it made it buckle, and I let it dry. I said, nah, it lay kind of flat, but still you could see some rippling in there, and that just didn't work for me. So I had to come up with an alternative for covering it up. So what I did was just, as you can see, a brown piece of paper there, and then just matted this piece on the front. I was going to put something else here, but I'm not going to. So then, my book was all together. And then, lo and behold, the seam started cracking. And I did use Tyvek under my paper. So I tend to have issues with my books where they crack in the seams. I don't know if it's because maybe I'm putting adhesive too close, and maybe I should just put it like maybe 1/8 of an inch away from the corner so that there's some room for it to actually, you know, like this. I guess I'm doing like this, actually room for it to move. Maybe I'm going to try that. But that's why I'm a little leery about making albums that are like this, that has paper that wraps around them, because they crack on me. So because it cracked, I was like, what else am I going to do? Because I was out of papers that I could use for the covers, because what was left was everything had a whole bunch of pattern and stuff on it. And I didn't want that. And I didn't want to have to go out and buy another paper pad. So I'm scrambling around in my craft room. It's like, what can I use? I saw that Claudine, is it Claudine Helmuth? She has that sticky back canvas, but that was white. And I did not want white. So I saw that canvas piece that I had from Scrapbook, and then I said, oh, let me see if I still have some heat and bond. So I kind of made my own sticky back canvas. So I just took that to my iron, and to the ironing board, and took a water out and just kept, you know, ironing that down till it stuck. And then I added, this is that Dollars Joann's trim that they had a while back. Then I wasn't really sure how I was going to tie, because I started putting the album together, and I was like, maybe I should have put something, you know, like the ties inside of it under the flaps, but it was too late then. So I had to come up with another alternative. I had to be crafty again, you know. So I had to think of something else. So I just used those My Mind's eyelets, and it's brass color eyelets, like an antique brass, and I just thread the ribbon through. So I do like the way it came out. And then there's the back, and I just put a piece of, and see, and that's the paper, and that's the one that cracked. So let me open it. And I'm not really fond of having stuff that you have to take in and out either, because that can be a pain too. But again, I had to come up with something else, because I forgot to put it inside. But anyway, here's my pocket. And what I'm going to, and then too, what happened here? Something happened, Sheryl, just like yours. Something happened with the inside here. I think it was the way I decided to lay this inside paper in, and it wasn't even, so it was like more uneven in the back here. Yeah, it was more uneven in the back or something. So I think, shoot, how can I cover that up? But again, Sheryl had to cover hers up, so I just used some. This is that Michaels ribbon that came in. It looked like it was on a bird cage with some other ribbons on it. That's what that is there. Then I made the little pockets, and that's some Martha Stewart punch, I believe. Yeah, I believe it is. And it's punches and embosses, so hopefully you can see that. So then here, I didn't do a lot of tags or anything. This, I'm going to put some little tape on the back, so it's easier for you to write on it when it's not inside the book. And then when whoever, I have 2 to make, so whoever gets this one, whenever I'm making 2. I haven't made the other one yet. Whoever gets this one, they can write on it and then stick it inside the book. And then I just have these 2 little journal spots, but I think I'm gonna end up taking them out, but for now they're there. So let me show you here. This is a print and cut from the Silhouette store. And then this was just it was a, what do you call it, a charm. I just cut the little top piece of it off and glued that down with glossy accents. Let me see. Okay. And this says, I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. So then this flips up, and then you can put a picture here, and you can put a picture there. Let me turn the page, and this is right here, and I believe this came from out of another collection, or it may have came from out of this collection, but what I did was just make it, added some ribbon. As you can see, there was a sticker, and I put a piece of paper on the back, but before I did that, I put one of those strong little magnets inside of there that I had picked up from eBay, and there's a magnet here so you can hear it, so that keeps it closed. And then I think Cheryl's might have had more. She might have had one that flipped down. I didn't want to add that one, so I just added. So now there's pictures for 4 photos inside. Plus you can put some on the outside. So that goes up like that. And then this is also from the Silhouettes shop. And it's a print and cut. And I think maybe that other one wasn't a print and cut. It might have been a vinyl, but I turned it into a print and cut. So then you open this up, and this is on some foam adhesive. And then you open that up, and there's room for some more photos. And then they have an opening up at the top, so a photo can go there and on the back. So that goes in there. And then you can put a photo on the back here. And then a photo can go here. And then this one doesn't flip open. It just has a pocket up at the top. And then here, put a photo there. And then again, this is from the Silhouette shop. And here's another spot to add photos or journaling. But I would say photos because journaling, if I'm providing spots for people to journal on, I normally give them lined paper. So here's a photo can go here, and then you'll see with those epoxy stickers, what I did was just take a circle punch, and I can't remember I think it might have been a 1/2 inch or 5/8 of an inch. And what I did was just back paper on the back of those epoxy stickers. Hopefully you can see that. And so that came out really cute. And then here's another. This is from the paper collection. And then this flips open again for 2 photos. And then some more, you can put photos there. And this one flips over. And then here I use one of those epoxy stickers, put a magnet, put the paper collection on the back of it, then sandwich a piece of sandwich magnets in between that piece and a piece of paper, which I punched out with my circle punch, and you see the ribbon there. So that's a magnet. So to keep that closed. And then see, then that's it. You can get your 4 photos there. That flips up. And this goes back. And then this is from the Silhouette Studio. And then this flips up. Put your photo here, photo there. And then again, you have another matting there. And then this is the back page. And then you have a photo here, you have a pocket there. And what I wanted to show you guys is I just have this envelope, and I put picture alignment templates. And what I did, I went to each one of those pages, and for some of the pages they are the same size, so this templates could be used for more than one page. But let me show you what I did. I just wrote on, I took some acetate and measured it, and I think it's probably an 1/8 of an inch around each picture, or 1/4 of an inch, and I created templates. So, and I put template for page 5, so it would be page 5, the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I think 5, right? Page 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's for this. So what this template is for these sections. I don't know how quick you're going to be able to see that, but see this. So that's the template I provided for those sections, so that it'll make it easier for the recipient to put this right over, because it's clear, so they can put it right over top their picture and see exactly what part of the picture they want to cut out. So that's what I did with those. So again, this is just the template for page 1, the back, which would be this piece right here, which would be that section. And then the template for pages 4 and 6, because they're the same size, would be this. And then it would be page 6, the back piece right here. So that's that template. and so forth. And here's the other one, templates for pages 2 and 5 horizontal, meaning that this is page 1, this is page 2. So here's your horizontal because you got one vertical and one horizontal. So that would be for that section. And then here's the one for the vertical part of it. So that's all I did. I just provided templates for the recipients to use. Alright guys, I'm so glad that I finally was able to finish this album because it's been like that long since I've been down in my craft room. Oh my god, I was really missing it. Alright guys, so I just wanted to share with you the album that I made. I will put a link to Cheryl's tutorial in my description box. I think I might have did mine a little different in that I think maybe she had more pages that had that flip out to the side, and I only did the 2, and I think she might have had maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4. Yeah, she might have had 4 flip outs, I think, maybe, and then the 2 flip up pages. So again, if you guys have any questions, leave me a comment. So thanks a lot for watching, commenting, and subscribing. Bye.